XV1, up for critical review and reaction, is Mark Passio on why Satanists target women.
So, why specifically do the social engineers, do the sorcerers of human consciousness, the satanic priest class that are globalists and want a system of slavery, a worldwide, unified, uni system of slavery? That's the one world type of government that they seek. That's their agenda. That's the globalist agenda, the esoteric agenda of the globalists that is based in Satanism and satanic ideology. Why does that priest class that's running our world specifically want to target the consciousness of females in our society? Here's why. Since women possess the capacity for influencing men, most men, again, another generalization, not all of them, but most of them, the vast overwhelming majority of them, I would say, will adjust their attitudes and behaviors to conform to women's likes and preferences. Most men will do this. They will do the things that women want to do to get a woman, to have a woman be attracted to them. They will dress the way women want them to dress. They will say the things women want them to say. They will adjust their attitudes to things in the world because women want them to feel like that and think like that, or they won't be around them or have anything to do with them. And they'll adjust their behaviors to conform to the woman's likes and preferences. Especially they'll do this if the truth stands in the way of them coming together with the woman that they want to get together with. Most men will say, fuck the truth, fuck what's real, fuck real knowledge, fuck a true understanding of this dynamic through hard work, research, complexity, instead of looking at it from a unidimensional simpleton point of view. No. The woman feels like this, she's uncomfortable. If I bring it up, she's uncomfortable. If I say, no, that's not how it is, I'll just go along with the whatever fucking bullshit this person thinks because they've been socially conditioned to think that way, and then I'll pretend to be that person even if I know it's not correct or true just to get what I want out of the quote-unquote relationship, which isn't a relationship at all. It's bullshit. Okay? I talked about what a real relationship is in an earlier episode of What on Earth is Happening. I may go back and bring those slides back out and talk about that, because a relationship isn't a true relationship unless it's based in dynamics of truth. It has to be based on what is true and real. And the less it's an actual coming together and a forging of a true familial bond, again, not family bond, but familial bond. Again, as I see it, familial is the highest form of connection in human society, a familial connection. And the strongest familial bond is between men and women. That's why they want to break that bond, because that devastates the familial connection. And that doesn't mean just family from a perspective of nuclear family, men and women marrying, living together, having children. I'm not attacking the family dynamic, but that's not specifically what I'm talking about when I say the term familial dynamic. So familial is a higher level. Look at it in the forms of love, right? You have eros down here, romantic love. Then above that, you have philos, which is love of brother and sister, love of human beings. And then above that, agape. Those are the three main forms of love, okay? So eros is just romantic physical love between man and woman, right? That's part of the familial dynamic, but the familial dynamic encompasses all of these, because above that, you have brotherly love, sisterly love, love of fellow human beings in the human family. That's philos. Then above that, agape. That's the familial bond. That's the real familial dynamic that we're talking about, that is strengthened when the dynamics between men and women in our society are strong. Agape eventually develops, because if it's a true familial dynamic relationship and the relationship is based in truth, it's going to be based on higher love, not just eros or even philos. It's going to be based on agape, which is love for truth, care for truth. Again, that's the familial dynamic that is the sacred feminine, that is a heart-based intelligence that the satanic agenda of neo-feminism is trying to destroy. That's the dynamic they are attacking at all times and places in society, because they know their agenda is toast. It's completely devastated if the familial dynamic is preserved and strong between men and women in human society. Continuing. Therefore, if the ruling class can influence the minds of most women, the men and the children of a society will ultimately follow that lead, that influential lead, that if they get the woman, they're going to get the men's mind, because the man's going to be influenced by what the woman wants and try to become that. And then children, when they are born of a connection between that man and woman, are going to then have those characteristics bred into them by the parents, by what the parents do and don't do alike. Okay? They understand that's how it works, and that's the dynamic they are continuously playing into with this agenda. Because ultimately they're trying to inject into the human population the traits and characteristics that the globalist masters want to see and breed out of the new generations of people, all of the traits and characteristics that don't serve their agenda or don't make it easy for them to create and enforce their agenda. That's what eugenics, or as is more accurate in this case, epidysgenics is. Through mind control and mental influencing and social engineering, you are getting the target population to perform dysgenics upon itself and inject into the gene pool that is being perpetuated all of the characteristics that the masters want to see in the new population of society, and you're breeding out all of the characteristics that they think are a danger to them. And let me tell you something, folks. These people are chess champions at doing this. They know every dynamic about how it works, and this population knows almost zero of how this agenda works. Not only don't they know how it works, they are committed to willful ignorance and insist, no, this isn't true. No, this isn't happening. No, it's not real. No, I'm not affected. No, my mindset is absolutely my thoughts and was never affected or conditioned by social engineers.